Welcome to another exciting edition of Happy Campers, guys. It's been a while and I've been kind of going through some life drama bullshit. I haven't had the moment to sit down and talk like I used to, but today I'm going to talk about the Friday the 13th teen novel series from the early 90s by Eric Morris. This was a time whenever I was a kid. I was in my early teen, maybe 11 or 12, 13, and I was obsessed with Jason. And I go to the library and find all these teen novels, and I started reading them, and I just fell in love. I mean, they're gory, they're grotesque, they're disturbing, they're beautiful. The only thing they were there's not a lot of sexual stuff in there because I guess it was for teens, but it was weird. Is like that's something that always confused the hell out of me was how violence is okay, but sex isn't. You know what I mean? It's like if like you watch like in the novel, there's like parts where like the the killer is like splitting someone's head open with a tire iron, and they're going to go into graphic detail about all the different things happening to the skull and the brain matter where the tire iron hits it, and I'm like, what? Wow, this is awesome. And then it's like there's no sex, and it's like there's a big part of Friday the 13th was the sexual content because that's where a lot of my kids like me first saw boobs, and we're like, oh, cool. And then we get to see blood and everything. But the novels were interesting. There was like it wasn't just Jason himself. It was like the mask. Jason's mask was evil, and it whoever wore it would become Jason, and just go around killing people. I think Jason's Curse was my favorite. That was the one where the hillbilly guy, who was kind of like a simpleton, kind of like the guy from Mice and Men. I forget his name. Someone in the comments they should probably tell me. But he finds a mask, and I remember there's a part where he kills his mom and throws her in a pig pen and lets the pigs eat his mom. And it's like they actually talk about like people coming by and seeing like the pig munch on a human hand. I was like, damn, these are graphic, and like a girl getting eaten alive by leeches. Eric Morse was an amazing writer, and he did all this stuff in like a short period of time. And if you find these books, they're expensive, but they're worth it. They are so worth it because they are. They are beautiful, beautifully grotesque. Beautifully grotesque is like the way I like to describe it. Like when it comes to gore and death, there's a beauty and an art to it, and that came through with the the book series. The only one I haven't found is Mother's Day. I haven't found all the others. And I remember I go to the library and then find them there. They had other novels from other horror monsters. They had Michael Myers and they had Freddy. I'm surprised they didn't have Leatherface as a teen book series or Chucky. But it's a pretty cool series. I mean, getting back onto the topic I was thinking about earlier when I was trying to think of what to talk about with the Friday the 13th. I mean, turning it off again. You know, I'm so tired. I'm fighting a cold. You can tell by my voice I'm all congested, but I'm still doing it. I still love doing this for you guys. Anyway, so the best one for me was Jason's Curse, but the one I related to, the first one I read was the road trip one, where like it was like the little nerdy kid who everybody made fun of. He puts on the mask and starts killing all the preppy cheerleaders. I can relate to that. Cheerleaders. I hated the cheerleaders when I was in high school. I hated everything about high school. This is why I was spent so much time watching Friday the 13th movies and reading books, comic books, and everything. It was a major part of my life, and I'm sure most of you who are who are campers like me probably have the same vibe. Whereas like we don't feel like we belong anywhere, but these movies make us feel like we belong somewhere, and it's become a great thing. I mean, in the early '90s, it was taboo because they did Jason Goes to Hell, and that was the last one for the '90s. So for a time, Jason was considered trash, and it was just weird how it all changed in 2003 whenever Freddy vs. Jason came out, and all of a sudden Jason became pop culture and became like an icon. It became on the same level as like Freddy and Michael Myers because I mean he became what he is now, and it's like there's all these cool people coming out of the woodwork and going to conventions and stuff and becoming icons. We lost three of them so far. We lost Ted White, Richard Brooker, and Stephen Dash, which is kind of sad because it was weird how like 2, 3, 4 are gone, but not forgotten. Because I remember collecting the VHS boxes as a teen. When I had all 10 of them. I had 1 through X. I couldn't find Freddy vs. Jason on VHS anywhere. And I miss VHS. It was like a medium I really got into. I'm getting really sick. I think I might be closing this one out a little early, guys. Sorry, I'm as sick as a dog lately. Hope you enjoy this one. But if you ever get a chance, try to look up the Jason book series. Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about the final book, which is really hard to find, which is the one where they did the crossover with the Friday 13th TV series and Jason's Mask. They ended up in Curious Goods, and Ryan and Nikki were trying to stop the Jason, which is what everybody wanted. Everybody wanted that from the Friday 13th TV series. It had some of the elements of the movies. I mean, there was like certain ways they would do shots and everything that felt like it was part of the Friday 13th universe. It's just a different town, but it felt like that world. So that's why I think it's so cool about it. I could do a whole episode about the Friday 13th TV series. Maybe about next time. This is gonna be a short one. I'm sorry, I'm just sick as a dog and just blah. So anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and follow and all that stuff. Love you guys. Bye.